Why do short ribs become dry and tough so easily at home? You sear them hard, the outside looks great, but the inside turns chewy, almost like you're biting leather. Today, I'll show you some simple Chinese chef secrets to fix this problem and make juicy, tender black pepper short ribs right in your own kitchen. And trust me, this is way easier and more reliable than you think. This is Flanken-style short ribs. You can see they're sliced very thin and cut across the bone. Each piece contains lean meat, fat, and connective tissue all at the same time. On high heat, this structure loses moisture very quickly, which is why short ribs so easily turn dry and tough. The key is fixing the structure before they ever hit the pan. The first step is gentle pounding. Use the back of a knife to lightly tap the surface. You're not flattening the meat, just relaxing the structure and evening out the thickness. Finish one side, then flip and repeat. Any short rib recipes use fruit and onion to tenderize the meat. That method works, but in a home kitchen, it's very hard to control consistently. So instead, I use baking soda combined with water. Baking soda doesn't just tenderize the meat. More importantly, it helps the beef absorb moisture and hold on to it. Now, let's marinate the short ribs. Start with black pepper, oyster sauce, and rice wine for a simple base flavor. Then add baking soda. You only need a very small, safe amount. It won't affect the natural beef flavor. If you're not fully confident cooking short ribs yet, here's a very reliable technique. Add a little water to the meat. Once the water is fully absorbed, add a bit more, then mix again. This gives you a much wider margin for error, so even when cooking over high heat, it's very hard to dry the meat out. Finally, add a small amount of cornstarch. This helps lock in moisture and allows the ribs to brown more evenly later. Let the meat rest for about 20 minutes. For the vegetables, I'm using potatoes, bell peppers, onion, and garlic. Start with the potatoes. Cook them over low heat, letting one side brown before flipping. Cook until tender on both sides. Potatoes take time, so if you want to save time, you can microwave them briefly or parboil them in advance. When the potatoes are almost done, add the garlic and cook just until fragrant. Then, using the remaining oil in the pan, quickly sauté the bell peppers and onion. They don't need to be fully cooked. Now, let's sear the short ribs. There's already enough oil in the pan. No need to add more. Heat the pan well, then add the ribs one by one, arranging them in a single layer. Don't rush to flip them. Let the first side develop a deep, rich browning before turning them over. You'll notice that at this stage, you have a lot of room for error. There's no need to panic. Here, focus on color, not time. Once the ribs reach about 70% doneness, remove them from the pan. Residual heat will finish the cooking. Now, let's prepare the sauce. Combine ketchup, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, honey, rice wine, salt, and water. Mix well. The flavor profile is savory, slightly sweet, with a gentle acidity, designed to highlight the aroma of black pepper. I also have a small piece of butter ready, which we'll use shortly. Now it's time to cook the sauce. No oil, low heat. Add the crushed black pepper and toast it until fragrant. Add the butter and let it melt gently. Pour in the prepared sauce and bring it to a boil. Lower the heat, then add cornstarch slurry a little at a time. This gives you full control over the final thickness. Once the sauce reaches your preferred consistency, add the short ribs, potatoes, garlic, bell peppers, and onion back into the pan. Toss everything together quickly, and you're ready to serve. And that's it. Juicy, tender black pepper shortbreads cooked with control right at home. Thanks for watching. See you next time.